finding the open man and getting easy looks.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the court for Cleveland, they've got Mozgov. Amon Shumpert's out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Smith. And it's James in at the point. Durant wide open. He fires. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender in guard 4s and 5s. Terrific weak-side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, has given Oklahoma City the spacing that that offense needs.
It's stolen by Adams. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The drive by James. And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 6.
And for Ibaka, his offseason trainer also worked with Kevin Garnett. And he said that's who Ibaka reminds him of with his intensity and attention to detail in drill. And that's something that's overlooked. Being a perfectionist while you're practicing allows you to perform at a high level. And he's the type that wants to do it again and again until he gets it right.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. No one near Smith as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Here's the break. And then Durant with the jam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet ahead myself. That's a gimme there.
And you know, you think about Ibaka's development, part of his adjustment to the NBA initially was just learning the language. When he first was drafted, he barely spoke a lick of English, and that's become his 5th language.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
How about the passing there? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejao checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for James. Knocked away. It's stolen by Ibaka. And Roberson kicks to Ibaka. Here's Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Irving passes to Mozgov. Back to Irving. Swiped away. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's wrist.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, certainly you can make the case that the 2 best players in the NBA are LeBron James and Kevin Durant. They account for 5 of the last 6 MVP awards, and it's clear that they're pushing one another. LeBron keeps a close eye on KD stats after every game. He calls Durant his inspiration. Kevin, he says he knows that Durant is trying to take his spot.
Their mindset is one and the same. Doris, thanks.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
There have been a number of nicknames floating around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula. But the internet came up with a good one for him last season during his hot streak, calling him the Slim Reaper. I like them all there.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. And James subbed in for Smith. Here's Shumpert. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. You know, one of the nicknames, guys, that came out regarding Durant was the Slim Reaper. And it caught on pretty quickly. Durant was only lukewarm to it, which is typical of Kevin. Doesn't want to bring a lot of attention to himself. Steve, if I remember, he said he just prefers KD. Am I right? Or the servant?
Yeah, that's right. The servant he talked about, which reminded me of Tony Kukoc's old nickname, the waiter. But it tells you everything you need to know about Durant. He prefers to be known from a moniker that serves others rather than glorifies himself. That's Durant.
Mozgov's shot is off.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. 8 points for Kyrie Irving. And here's Augustine. 1 second left. That one's good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thunder out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka trying to foul forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
The Thunder leading by 23. And Westbrook, here we go. To the middle. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. And there's another one for the Thunder. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. John coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership.
The entire NBA season.